I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Wake up, Weir.
Welcome to Weir Student Media's morning show. I'm Olivia Baker.
And I'm Jacob Taylor.
And this is Wake Up Weir. First up, we have your daily announcements for Thursday, January 11th.
Happy National Milk Day.
Today's forecast calls for a low of 30 and a high of 40 with cloudy skies.
For lunch, we are having spaghetti and meatballs or ham and cheese sandwich with a roll, seasoned carrots, and fresh fruit.
Happy birthday to Paris Hutchins, Noah Hutchins, David DeFelice, and Colin Crasper.
Now for your sports info.
Good luck to the sports teams competing this evening.
Boys basketball team plays against Big Red at home with a JV start time of 6, followed by varsity, and the freshman basketball team travels to Lindsley.
Finally, your fun fact of the day.
The world's largest snowflake was 15 inches wide and 8 inches thick.
That's all for your daily announcements. Coming up, we bring you a message from the desk of Mr. Arnault along with weather, feature stories, interviews, trends, sports, and more.
Now on with the show.
First up, Cole Coranda keeps us updated with this week's weather.
Good morning, Weir High School. I'm Cole Coranda and I'm here to bring you your weather for the week. Starting off, today is a low of 30 with a high of 44 and mostly sunny skies. Friday, it is going to be a low of 33 and a high of 44 with signs of rain. Going into the weekend, it is going to be a low of 17 with a high of 35 with light snow. Finally, Sunday, it is going to be a low of 13 with a high of 21 and cloudy skies. That's all for today, Weir. Have a fantastic week.
Thanks, Cole. Make sure you are trying to stay warm over the break.
Next, Malachi Strohmeyer brings you a segment on the retirement of Mr. Leary.
Who am I here with?
Mr. Leary?
How do you feel about retiring?
I'm looking forward to it. I thought I was going to retire about 6 years ago, but I liked Weir High so much that I just decided to stay, and I've enjoyed it. But it's time. I mean, I'm to the point now where it's going to be 30. The end of this year it'd be 38 years, so it's time to retire.
What are your plans after retirement?
I'm still going to coach, probably all 3 sports, and I'm sure I'll find stuff to keep me busy. I'm not a sit around too long kind of guy. I'll enjoy sleeping in a little bit more because I've been getting up at 5:30 for 30 some years, so I'll probably take advantage of that.
What will you miss most about teaching?
Just interacting every day with kids. I'm sure that's kind of kept me young and kept my brain functioning younger. Getting to deal with young people all the time. So I'll miss that part of it. I'll be hanging out with more old people all the time.
Thank you.
Thanks, Malachi, and thank you, Mr. Leary, for all of you've done.
Next, Peyton Purnell brings you more information on the FCA.
Hi and good morning, Weir. My name is Peyton Purnell, and I interviewed Mr. Bennett and Mr. Seditz on the FCA and some FCA members. Here's Mr. Bennett and Mr. Seditz with some answers.
What is the FCA about?
So the FCA is about, we seek to make disciples through the empowering of athletes and non-athletes to grow in faith and grow as a teammate, as a brother, as a sister, or as a son and daughter.
What do you do in the FCA?
Okay, in the FCA, the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, we kind of get together during lunches right now. We're still going to figure out what we're going to do for next semester, but we get together, there's a devotional that we go through that's in the Bible app, and we have discussion about it, read a little bit of scripture. We kind of just see how that impacts you as an athlete, as a person, as a fellow brother or sister in Christ, and then we have a little prayer at the end.
Why did you want to help out with the FCA?
So originally I was asked by Mrs. Alkire, who is no longer with us, but I did it to keep continuing to grow my faith.
And this was approached to me last year by a parent and another teacher. I was a little hesitant last year, and then we got involved, and I reached out to Oak Lynn's Fellowship of Christian Athletes, and the guy that got started there came and helped us get it started. And I just want to help be there for anybody who wants to gather, athlete or non-athlete, to help build their relationship with Christ and help them as a human being.
Thank you, Mr. Bennett and Mr. Seditz. Now for some FCA members.
Why did you join the FCA?
Half my friends were in it.
Some of my friends are in it, and I'm also Christian.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, Peyton, for bringing us more information on this uprising group.
Continuing her series, Lily Caranda brings you Senior Spotlight, showcasing 3 new members of the class of 2024.
Who am I here with?
Amber Clark.
And where do you see yourself in 10 years?
I see myself moved to the Amazon trying to protect the rainforest.
Thank you. Who am I here with?
Piper Pedrati.
And what's your favorite high school memory?
It was probably the sunrise at the beginning of this year. It was a lot of fun hanging out with all the seniors.
Thank you. Who am I here with?
McKenna Skinner.
And what's one thing you're looking forward to before graduation?
I'm looking forward to going through the elementary halls and seeing all of our old teachers and going through the middle school and stuff. I feel like that's going to be real fun.
Thank you.
Thanks, Lily. Weir Student Media needs more seniors to complete this Spotlight survey so we can highlight more members of the class of 2024. Scan the QR code on screen, check your email, or the class teams page for the link.
This week's segment, we are covering Referee Appreciation Week. This is meant to show appreciation to referee officials that spend quality time away from their families to ensure safety to the sports we love. Let's hear a little from our athletic director and athletes.
Why are officials important?
Well, first of all, if we didn't have officials here, we couldn't have contests because we have to have them in order for it to be an official contest to start. So that's the most important thing is we can't do what we need to do for our players, our students, unless we have them here.
Why should people appreciate officials?
Officiating in today's world and today's society is very difficult. So we really need to kind of step back and realize they're here to make sure our games are played correctly and according to all the rules. And we also need to realize that they're human beings just like we are. And sometimes they don't see something the way we may have seen it. But we need to appreciate that they're there, they're giving their time. Yes, they do get paid, but they put a lot of time and energy into what they do so that our student athletes can have games and our parents can come watch.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Why do you appreciate referees?
I appreciate referees because they keep the game fair and safe.
If it wasn't for the referees, there would be a lot of fights and it would be chaos.
Why do you appreciate officials?
Because they catch disqualifications and false starts.
Why are officials important?
They keep the game fair and safe.
Thank you.
With sports, Mia Kaufman and Christian Long have some winter sport highlights. Good morning, Weir. I'm Mia Kaufman.
And I'm Christian Long.
First up on our sports segment is boys basketball.
G. Cross scored his 1,000th career point at his game on December 30th at Toronto against Patriot Prep Academy.
Their most recent game was on Saturday at Burgestown against Avella. They won with a score of 82-38.
G. Cross was the leading scorer with 27 points.
Next up, girls basketball played at Burgestown against Chartiers Houston. They won with a score of 52-49.
Janae Turner was their leading scorer with 26 points.
Next, wrestling celebrated their senior night for wrestlers Sean Young and Matt Maids, Ashlyn Conley, and Janine Jeffers at a home match against Brooke and Big Red. Thanks for watching our sports segment.
Thanks, Mia and Christian, for recognizing those top sports moments.
For our next segments, we have local news and issues, first with Jennifer Fiddler's coverage on the trending Gypsy Rose story.
On December 28, 2023, Gypsy Rose Blanchard was released from prison at the age of 32 after serving an 8-year sentence. This has caused a rise on social media, with everyone wanting to keep up with her new start to life, encouraging her to lead toward becoming an influencer. Photos of Gypsy going shopping for shoes went viral, as it was the first time she'd been photographed since her release. The majority of her fans are familiar with her story from the Hulu documentary series The Act. Many anticipated that Gypsy Rose would attempt to pursue a private personal life, but were surprised to see her publicly sharing her relationship, family photos, and details to all of her social media accounts. She even promoted her new ebook released on January 9th that holds a collection of interview transcripts, journal entries, illustrations, and photos. Fans continue to actively keep up with Gypsy Rose as she adapts to her new life.
Thanks, Jennifer, for covering this news story.
Now, Lizzie Jagella brings you some thoughts about your New Year's resolutions.
Around the end of the year, it's common small talk to discuss New Year's resolutions. Many people prefer going into the new year with an optimistic approach, setting goals to potentially better themselves or their lives. However, it's been proven that these goals don't often stick, so is there even a point to make them? Research has shown that only 9% of Americans maintain the resolutions that they create. 23% of the people quit the first week, and 40% of the people give up by the end of January. The problem is the abrupt change. While hanging up a new calendar is symbolic, waking up on January 1st feels pretty much the same as any other day. Making an unrealistic goal to begin the next day, such as changing your eating habits or reading every day, is setting yourself up to fail.
People follow the crowd of this New Year, New Me mentality and don't realize that they're going to fail for this reason alone. There isn't a need to wait until a certain date to start something. It doesn't change the significance of it. The calendar year is just a concept. There's no relative difference between December 1st and January 1st.
However, forming new habits similar to New Year's resolutions can be done. The average individual only needs 10 weeks of consistent work to lock in a habit. Instead of forcing yourself to begin on the first day of the new year, pick a time that is right for you to ensure that you are in the right mindset for change. Being specific about your goals can also help. Instead of saying, I want to lose weight, pledge to lose a pound a week through 5 days of exercise and at least one healthy meal a day. Resolutions are all subjective. You just have to take time to learn what works best for you.
Thanks, Lizzie. Hopefully everyone is successful in reaching their 2024 resolutions.
With an important health update, Joey Bennett covers the topic of ADHD.
Good morning, Weir. I'm Joey Bennett, and this segment is on ADHD. I interviewed Mrs. Charlton about it.
What are some symptoms of ADHD?
Symptoms of ADHD can vary per person. Some things are fidgeting, having a difficult time concentrating, and also can affect that person with their sleep and definitely staying awake as well.
And how would you help someone with ADHD focus?
I think finding ways to kind of get yourself to refocus on things, maybe taking breaks, drinking some water, eating a snack, finding a fidget toy or something that you can do while you're in school to kind of take that fidgety or that sense to move around off of, actually like not being able to pay attention.
Thank you. Next, I interviewed some students on it.
Do you think you have ADHD?
Yes, I do.
Why?
I was diagnosed with it about 2 years ago.
I don't think I have ADHD. I don't really get distracted that easily, but I've also never gotten to get it tested, so I would have no clue really.
No, because I don't get distracted easy.
Thanks. That's all for this segment. Have an awesome day, Weir.
Thank you, Joey, for bringing us more information and talking about this important topic.
Now, Emily Gump is bringing you an entertainment segment about last year's top movies.
Good morning, Wake Up Weir. I'm Emily Gump, and here's your entertainment segment. We wrapped up 2023 2 weeks ago now, so here's the biggest movies and TV shows of the year. The biggest movies of 2023 was the Super Mario Bros. Movie, the Taylor Swift Eras Tour movie, Oppenheimer and Barbie being the top grossing movie of the year. After Barbie grossing $1.4 billion to become the highest grossing movie of 2023 and the biggest earner in Warner Bros. History, Greta Gerwig's comedy blockbuster Barbie is now streaming on Max. The film is heading to a likely huge Oscar nomination haul after picking up 9 Golden Globe nominations and a record-breaking 18 Critics' Choice Award nominations. Netflix Best Movie of the Year were Maestro, Rustin, and May December, and Hulu's being Quiz Lady and Maggie Moore's in the Theater Camp. Now for TV shows. The best TV shows of the year being HBO series The Last of Us in Succession, Hulu series The Bear, Jury Duty on Prime Video, and Beef on Netflix. The best TV sitcoms of the year include Unstable, Extraordinary, and Not Dead Yet. Here are students on their favorite movies and shows of the year.
My name is Ava Altamore. My favorite show of the year was My Life with the Walter Boys.
Hi, I'm Liv Bynum. My favorite movie of the year was Barbie.
Hi, I'm Channing Swearingen, and my favorite movie was the FNAF movie.
Thank you, everyone. That's it for today. Have a great day, Weir.
Next, Hannah Dorsey and Emma Nichols bring you some interviews about your predictions on the upcoming 2024 trends.
Good morning, Weir. I'm Emma Nichols.
And I'm Hannah Dorsey.
Today we asked people what they think will be trending in 2024.
What I think is going to be trending in 2024 is Fortnite.
Hockey.
Stanley Cups.
My name is Danielle Best, and I think the new trend is going to be Yippee!
I'm Bianca Pittman, and I think the Trolls trend.
Scooby-Doo. Hail Doc Daughtery.
I think Gypsy Rose Blanchard's going to be trending in 2024.
I think that toothless dancing meme's going to be trending pretty hard in 2024.
I just think horror stuff is going to be, trending.
Thank you to all those who participated.
Thanks, girls. Can't wait to see the upcoming 2024 trends.
Finally, we have Kaylee and Haley with some of your favorite first semester memories.
My favorite memory this semester was Christmas break.
My favorite first semester memory is the tomfoolery we did in Miss Langthorn's class.
My favorite memory from the first semester was the dodgeball game.
Football season.
Mine was probably making the board games in my crafts class.
Mine was Miss Ryder giving me bonus points.
Thanks, Kaylee and Haley. Loved hearing about all of your favorite memories.
That wraps up this episode of Wake Up Weir. Have a fun and long weekend, Weir.